guys, thanks for joining me again today for another video on the Yakima Rooftop tent. This one here is a video of the setup and the takedown of the Yakima Rooftop tent. Recorded this just to kind of show what that process looks like to get that set up and taken down. On this particular video, I had my son helping me with that. Moving forward, you know, the primary goal is that I'll be doing this a lot on my own. So with that in mind, you know, we went through this and you'll hear some of the areas where I'll be doing some modifications to my tent to make it a little bit easier for me to handle when I'm out by myself. But let's go ahead and get into this. All right, so for this video, I didn't want to speed it up too terribly much. I wanted you guys to be able to see what it is that's going on and find areas where you can, you know, stop, pause, take a look. But really all I did was set the camera up. We went through, got this thing set up, and got it taken care of for you. So here you can see how easy that ladder comes down. You guys can adjust that as much in close to the vehicle or out from the vehicle as works for you. I like it up close to the tire so I feel a little bit more secure. Here in this spot, you can see that we're kind of messing around with that rain fly. Oh, and here's my neighbor stopping by to tell me how awesome my rig is, which he's not wrong. But we ended up deciding that for this particular run through, we're just going to go ahead and go without the rain fly. There was no rain expected in our forecast, and trying to mess with those. So here I'm just getting that awning set up, you know, be able to put my chair up and just chill at the end of a day. But as you can see here, you know, it's pretty simple. Getting this thing, you know, a lot of tension rods, but get them all put together and get her set up pretty quickly. I think real time, this took maybe 10 to 15 minutes. So not bad at all. All right, so this is day 2, the next morning, getting this thing taken down, put away. You can see we threw that rain fly back up there so that we could, you know, start getting that all packed up. Folding all the bottoms up. I'm inside the tent at this point in time, just zipping up all the windows, making sure everything's good up in there. Good and closed up and ready for packing up. If you checked out my other video, you guys will see that this tent was very spacious. You know, it worked out really great for me. 99% of the time or more, I'm out by myself. Sometimes I'll have a girlfriend of mine with me when we do some backpacking, but obviously I wouldn't have my rig with me out backpacking. But, you know, I did the video with myself and my 40-pound backpack, which is most of what it is that I would have if I'm out on some kind of an extended road trip by myself. You can see here that ladder, you know, folds up pretty easily. You know, and just for a little bit of purview, these videos here are us. This is our first time setting up and taking down this tent. So you're also kind of watching us figure out a good flow. So as we continue to utilize this rig and figure out what works best, you know, that of course is going to get a little bit easier. Zipper was really kind of having a little bit of problems with us, so I'll probably have to figure out something to be able to put on that to help hold it, so you know, fingers aren't slipping and those kinds of things. But overall, as you guys see, it's, you know, it's pretty simple to fold and unfold that tent up to be able to get it put away and where it needs to be. I did decide that I'm gonna have to put some straps on this because the tent is quite heavy, as far as being able to lift it, you know, standing on the side of the vehicle with one hand by yourself. So I'm probably going to put some kind of a web strap that I screw to that base platform so that instead of climbing up into my truck and trying to open that up, I can have a strap that I pull from behind the truck and um, unfold the tent out, and then in theory be able to also pull that strap to be able to fold that up um, at the end once I'm getting that all packed up. But for the most part, we didn't really have any issues. You can see here we're still continuing to mess with that zipper. That was probably the biggest issue that we had. Now that I've got the tent off my truck for the end of the season, I've taken a look at that and fixed the zipper problem that I had. There was a tooth that got a little bit funky, but overall it was pretty simple and worked out pretty well. All right, guys. Well, that was the video for the setup and the takedown of the Yakima Rooftop tent. You can see that I've got the 3-door Bronco. Mine's the Black Diamond edition. So not too terribly high. You know, I'm 5'5", so I didn't want the Sasquatch package put onto my truck. It's already, you know, a little bit of a step to be able to get in for me anyway. Not bad, but a lot of up and down, climbing on top of the truck, getting up on the tires and such to be able to reach everything. I'm sure as I go along and kind of figure everything out that I will, you know, come up with some different tricks and whatnot that'll make this all a little bit easier for me. But if you guys have any questions, put them down in the comments. I'd be happy to be able to answer any questions in the springtime once, you know, we're in Michigan. So once the snow is gone and we're back to camping weather there, March, April, kind of depends. I usually don't stay in my hammock once temperatures are below low 40s-ish. So I don't imagine that I would be in the rooftop tent with temperatures lower than maybe mid 30s-ish. It does extend out my camping season, but maybe not by a ton. But I'm pretty excited about it. So I'm going to give that a try here again in about March. I'll talk to you guys a little bit about what it is that I've done to modify it once that time comes. I'm hoping to be able to get my dad out to be able to sleep in that tent while I'm in my hammock and maybe give me some thoughts as to what might be able to help me out as far as getting that opened and closed on my own. Thanks again, guys. Looking forward to hearing all your questions. If you have any other things that you'd like to know about the Yakima rooftop tent or any other products that you want me to be able to review, I'll go ahead and get you a video put together. But until then, I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for seeing us here at Battle Swan Adventures.